Hi, welcome to this quick video on how Xoxoday Plum's integration works with Hubspot. Right, so you can, in the marketplace, you can search for Xoxoday Plum here. This is our listing, a landing page on the app marketplace. You can click on install app here. That is when the DIY sign up step comes into the picture. You need to enter your email ID with which you want to create an account. There'll be an OTP that would be shared. Sorry. Yeah. Then there are some basic details asked for. The currency is auto detected based your location, but you can always manually change it as well, right? Tax ID is something that you would have to add. Again, it can be auto detected or you can select from the drop down manually. This is something that for now, I'll add as a placeholder, an alphanumerical number. This can be updated later, right? And you need to set your password. Then there is an authentication step here. Right, and then you are redirected to the Plum dashboard. So one of the first things that you need to do is you need to create a reward automation, something that you can link with the workflows in HubSpot. So let's say I define that as test reward automation one, for example. Yeah, and we can define trigger settings here. So basically, when certain conditions in HubSpot are met, which we'll be defining in the workflows, would you want a reward to be triggered via auto approval or manual approval? So you can select either or, and you can, within auto approval, you can define certain other parameters that the reward would be sent only between so and so dates, or there is a max reward count to it. And also you can define that would you allow the same contact to be repeated, to be rewarded repeatedly, right? So you can either say like that or not, right? So you can go with either. I'll just go ahead with manual for now. Proceeding ahead, you need to create a reward, or you need to rather select the rewards that you want to put across, right? So let's say we define this as test camp rewards, for example. You can define a expiry to this. So these are certain options. What this means is that the reward is delivered over a link, and when that is done, at that instance, the link stays valid for a duration of what we define here. If the end consumer does not redeem the reward in that duration, the link expires and the money is saved for the customer, right? Then you can, from the drop down, select a country. Let's say we go ahead with USA, and then you can select a particular denomination for which you're looking to reward. So let's say USD $10. Then the options come up. You can select up to 10 options, any number up to 10. Let's say I select Amazon, I select Dunkin' Donuts, I select Starbucks, I select Grubhub, right? That's it for now. And I proceed to customize the email. So this email is how the reward is delivered. It's delivered over an email. You can customize the subject line here. You can edit the logo, the banner image, the body of the email here, and of course also how the button reads. And as you can see that the validity of the link is flashed here, right? And yeah, and then you are good to launch this reward automation. So once it's launched, as you can see, this is the main dashboard, and within that we have this HubSpot icon here, which signifies the reward automation specific for the HubSpot integration, right? And this is the one that we just created. You can always go into it, and yes, you'll see a prompt for recharge. So essentially, in order for you to allow the recipient to redeem those vouchers that we just selected, there needs to be a balance. You can consider this to be a wallet. So if you have money worth $10 with us, that is when you can allow somebody to pick a voucher of $10. Though for the purpose of trying this out, you don't need to per se have the balance here. You can send out a link, but it's at the time of redemption where the balance is a must and it's required, right? So I can avoid this for now. But whenever you want to do a recharge, you can go here into this section and add funds from here. So net banking, PayPal, credit card, etc. The standard options are available here. So yeah, just circling back here quickly. Within this section, you can very quickly, if you want to turn this automation off, you can do that. You can get a quick overview here. When was it created? Is it manual approval? What's the reward amount? What have been the total number of rewards that have been sent? The total reward amount sent? And this is the list of the customers or prospects in HubSpot who are matching a certain criteria, workflow criteria, and the rewards are being triggered to them. That entire drop down would be here. Let's say if this is manual approval, so if there is anybody who needs to be rewarded, their name would flash here. You select that and then you click on approve from below, right? So that's something, that's how this would work out. Right now I'm going to switch over to a profile which is already created, already integrated with HubSpot, to give you a sense of how HubSpot, the workflows connect with Plum per se, right? So just moving over to this side. So within workflows, what you can do is, of course, you can create a workflow, and this works for contact-based workflows only, right? I have just created a sample one here already, just to make it quicker. So let's say a meeting invite, right? So we can so these are my triggers, that there is a the meeting create date is known, and these are meetings that are assigned to me specifically, right? This is of course something that we can define, and then this is where we define the action, of course. And under available actions is where you will find Plum right at the bottom, right? So you can select this, and you will, so all the reward automations that you created in Plum, they will be here in front of you in this drop down, right? So all of this would be here already. Now, of course, what you saw previously, these weren't there because this is the account which is linked to the one, the example that I'm taking up now. So these are the ones that are available here at the moment in this drop down, and we can select any one of them. Let's say NPS survey, etc., and we save this. So of course, then we can go ahead and test the workflow and make it live. As soon as the conditions are met, the reward delivery will look something like this, that you will get an email, right, where of course the subject line, etc., as I said earlier, can be configured, right? And within this, as you scroll below, you will see there is redeem your reward now, and when you click on that, you are taken to this link. Whatever options you have selected, this is a different one from what I was showing earlier. The options that I've gone ahead with is Starbucks and Dunkin Donuts, right? And I can just select any one of them, and I can click on collect voucher, and then the details of the voucher would flash in front of me. So this is the end-to-end workflow of the integration, and yeah, I hope it helps.